Election day is July the 15th, a Tuesday. It's an open primary. This race will be decided for the general election in this primary, so if you're interested in this race, you'll want to pick a Democratic ballot. Also, you can start early voting over Memorial Drive as early as the 8th of July. DeKalb County taxpayers are extremely concerned regarding how our tax dollars are allocated and spent. Why should the taxpayers trust you to handle this multi-billion-dollar responsibility? How will you ensure accountability? And what experiences do you have in the area of financial management to rise to this role?
My management background includes setting and carrying out a budget for a major television station, for United Press International, for NBC in Chicago as a news director and a managing editor, handling not quite the budget of a DeKalb County, but certainly handling $1 million plus budgets. I want to assure the public again, when we go into office, that there will be a forensic audit top to bottom, again, of programs, personnel, and spending in DeKalb County. I pledge to you, ladies and gentlemen, because you will have given me your sacred vote, and I pledge to you that we will be good stewards of the taxpayers' dollars. And if there is a hint of impropriety in a Miles administration, not will I simply say that the buck stop here. It will be a matter of career choice for that individual and perhaps having legal consequences. In addition, if it is brought to my attention, and if as a result of an audit I find, as we are today, $17.5 million that cannot be accounted for, I won't simply call for the audit and then not go along with calling for a grand jury investigation. We will carry it all the way, not simply from the womb, but to the tomb. Being a good steward of the taxpayers' dollars is preeminent in a Miles administration. First and foremost, we won't steal, we won't lie, we will be good stewards of your tax dollars. Thank you very much.
Thank you again. First of all, the experience that I had in running a budget. Let me first start with my household. Having a child with catastrophic medical expenses cost us about $1 million in that household. I had to figure out a way to manage through that, to work through that. So it hit home personally, first and foremost. Number two, I was educated at Northwestern University. I not only went to the Medill School of Journalism, but because of my major, I was in the business school, which is the Kellogg School. I declared my degree from Medill because I didn't want to become an MBA student or anything like that. I run the budget in terms of understanding what's in that budget every single day. It is a very large urban budget. You have to know what is going on in that budget. Now, in regards to the allegations in regards to stealing, this, that, and that, I've been quiet for about 6 forums. But let me tell you, there were 2 different audits. The moment that our finance director, Dr. Mike Bell, made sure, Joe, that there was something going on, the moment he made us aware, the moment the administration became aware, the CEO called for an audit. The commissioners beat us to the punch in getting their audit on the street first. It was fully vetted, it was fully invested in. The CEO's audit was also out there. Importantly, grand juries are called every day, and there are civil grand juries called every day. We accept every recommendation. I have been through investigations. I am transparent, honest, I have a lot of credibility. There has never been an issue that I have not addressed head on. So we welcome transparency, and I'm excited about the opportunity to finally answer this question without having to hear these retorts from people who know better, who are in the legal practice as well. Thank you.
Well, thanks for the question. About a week ago, we received the endorsement of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And in receiving that endorsement, they said DeKalb voters cannot afford to elect a politician. They need a brilliant manager, an able negotiator, and an expert in local governance. Ellis offers them all of that. We think they got it right, and let me tell you why. I've talked about my 8 years in local government as a county official, an elected county official. I've talked about being the presiding officer. As a presiding officer, I push for greater transparency and openness in county government. We created, against resistance from the administration that's being defended by others, we created an audit and contracts review committee to review the overspending on county contracts. And had it not been vetoed, the audits that were performed would have been performed 2 years ago before $17 million of your tax money was wasted. That won't happen in a Burrell Ellis administration. I'll gladly welcome audits by the Board Board of Commissioners. I won't fight them. I'll work with them so that we can uncover any wrongdoing in county government. I've spent 20 years in the private sector, and I'll draw upon both my private sector experience and my public sector experience to make sure that you have an honest, effective, well-run, professionally managed government that focuses on results and not politics. Thank you.
I think that any time you have done a joint the Constitution endorse somebody, that's the best reason not to vote for them. They got us in this mess that we're in today. I'm gonna sit over there for 12 years and look cute and not address the problem until campaign time. Presently, I'm CEO for my own company, and what we've done in the past, the choices we made been pitiful. We have found some of the most law-sorry folks you ever seen in America and made them elected officials. It is a major personal issue when it comes to the present administration. They spent $1.7 million down in South DeKalb, while the property next door sold for $238,000. We in court today because they spent $1.5 million over there in Bembry, and that didn't go out for bid. And one of the fellows up here haven't said anything about it. The most important thing you need to keep in mind when it comes to me is I'm not beholden with it when it comes to anybody. When you see me, you don't see a bunch of folks around me. I've had folks come to me and say, you know, if you do what I tell you, I'll pay you way. No, no, no. I'm my own man and I don't allow that. Thank you so much.